Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to the episode of my F1 2019 Ferrari Manager Career Mode here for round number 12 today at the Russian Grand Prix in Season 2. If you guys did miss the previous one, then be sure to go check that one out, because that was perhaps one of the craziest races we've had so far in this season. Quite a roller coaster of emotions there, but in the end, it was Max Verstappen that came away with the win and the fast lap of the Grand Prix. Vettel, though, DNF'd out that race, but Hamilton was disqualified as well for breaking GMA rules, so that was quite a whirlwind. At one point, I thought we'd lost the win there, but karma came back for us, and we won the race. Much like when Vettel got, obviously, the penalty and lost his race win. Hamilton lost his race win, last episode as well, but he got completely, absolutely yeeted out the points as well. So that was mega for us, because as a team now, we are, is it 6 points, I believe? 6 points ahead of Mercedes, which is quite a lot, really, considering how close the season has been there. In terms of new hires, we're not going to hire anyone new. No one looks really that great over here, so going to reject all of them. And just stick with what we've got. In terms of mistake percentage, we have to swap out some people, but we've got a great lineup of people to swap people out with. So, no complaints there, really. I mean, we've got level 19s knocking about now, so it's all very, very good. Rear jack, though, needs seeing to. Let's swap him out with a fixing guy, and then we can give, can we give this fixing guy a rest? Yeah, I guess we could swap him out for this dude here, right here. He's 9 versus a 10, but obviously we don't really do that much fixing, and our pit stop time's 2.07. That's pretty decent there, I would say. So we're going to move forward then, interview after the last Grand Prix. Verstappen had to apologise for soaking in champagne. Look, it's the usual question, it's the usual answer. If you're going to be on the champagne, you're going to be accepted soaked by... if you're standing on the podium, you've got to be expected to be soaked by champagne. It's just the way it goes. Car-wise, 2 days then till this engine gets built. It's not an engine we're going to use, but nevertheless, the engine will get built. But now we've got 2 different sponsor slots to look at there. We've got a 5-star appeal, though, so hopefully they're good offers here. So we've got all upfront payments or fixed payments here, and then we've got a slot 5, which is, again, fixed or upfront. So that's very, very good. So let's look at these 3 then and see what we can get. So fixed pay race. Let's look at this Olympus deal and see how much it is spread over 15 races. So 6296000 divided by 15. That's going to be 419k per race. So this is the best deal. Michael Kors. It's also a great brand to work with. 14 races long as well. So not a little bit shorter than this one, longer than that one, but decent enough. So we'll accept that then. So that's going to be fixed payment. And then slot number 2 is interesting because we've got Alfa Romeo it could sponsor us there, Total, and then ABC. So obviously Alfa Romeo did sponsor Ferrari. They did have the badge at one point, I think, at some point. I think, I can't remember the year. I'm pretty sure they did have the badge on there, like on the engine cover, like right at the bottom by the suspension arm at some point. Then they've obviously had Fiat in the past. Obviously, Fiat owns the entire group, basically. And they've also had the, I think the four-leaf clover, which Alfa Romeo obviously shares in common as well. So we've got 1.1 for both these two. Both 25 races long, and then we've got an upfront payment of 22 races. I would think that's going to be slightly more spread over, but I'd rather actually have a fixed payment. But I'm just going to see what this works out to. 22 races, that's 1.19, so that is better than both these deals, but that's not spread over, that's upfront payment. And we just don't need an upfront payment, really. So I'm going to go with... This one's a little bit high, ABC, but just for the simple fact that obviously we have affiliation with Alfa Romeo, obviously a junior team of Ferrari almost, I'm going to go ahead and accept this offer. So where is that going to be on the car? That's going to be on the engine cover. That's quite funny. So we've got a Ferrari car, but we've got Alfa Romeo on the barge board and on the engine cover. That just tickles me quite a bit, actually, so I'm glad I went with that. So in terms of financials, we've got 1.15 coming in then, income per race. That's decent. Right, continue on. Engine's going to get built now. So we're going to go ahead and make another new iteration of the engine. We'll now unlock legendary, or we should do. So I'm going to go for fuel efficiency. We'll go for plus 50 here, minus risk level there. But we've got another risk level here that I need to also remove. So is there another risk level to remove? No. And I've got no legendary slots available. What does that mean? What? I thought we unlocked this. I thought we unlocked this for sure. Why have we not got that? We unlock on the fifth iteration. Go back to car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've done 6. Obviously, one of these doesn't count because I think one of them we just did the same one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What? We've got to do a whole another one just to unlock legendary. That's mad. Okay, let's go fuel efficiency, plus 50, minus risk level, and, minus 5 days. That could be quite useful, actually. It's minus 15 on reliability, but that's pretty decent. That's what's that, 1292? I think that's the best engine we can make, 1292. I think, is that the best engine we have? 1292. Yeah, that would be technically the best engine that we could actually use without a risk level. So, I'll go for that. But that's very frustrating, actually. Very frustrating, but we'll go for that. 16 days after Grand Prix. That's pretty, actually, quick, isn't it? So, 3 million. That's not too bad. 63 million still in the bank. Plenty of money flowing. But that's really annoying. Also, I'm going to take your advice. You guys have been saying that maybe I should look into someone else other than Ian Brown, because he's actually not a great, he's not a great designer. He's 5 stars, but he's just not got great components in terms of iterations on engine and stuff like that. So I might need to look at poaching someone from a top team. Right, we go to Russia then. There's a 40% chance of rain according to the race report there. We'll take in Juniper, of course. That's to be a 1.6 million if we get everything right. We've got heavy rain, apparently, for quali I saw there. In terms of fit parts, I think everything's good, because obviously we got this new engine, but it's not any better. We just made it for an iteration, so not going to use that. And everything's all fine, actually, from last episode. So, let's move forward then. Of course, Verstappen's the man in form. Despite having the worst car there, he got the win last time out. He's got 2 wins in the last 4 episodes now. And overall, actually, obviously got fast up the Grand Prix at Italy. So, he almost basically got 3 wins in terms of equivalent points. So, he's been the man scoring way more points than Vettel, actually, in the last few. So, let's see how this shapes out then. It's going to be a tough one, obviously. Russia always is with the tyre wear and the tyre heating. But let's just go out there and try and get the best knowledge, I guess, in a dry practice session, hopefully. Right, taking the medium tyres on, going to send them out for a race stint. Let's see, is there any rain on the way? Doesn't look like it here, so we might actually have a dry practice session. Like I said, I kind of spoke it into existence. So I think I set Seb out on a 4-lap stint. I think I did the same there with Verstappen. So we'll do a 4-lap stint, see how that gets them in terms of levels, and then we'll quickly tweak the setup, and then go out again. Hopefully, though, they can get level 2 in these 4 laps. It's going to be a bit of a stretch, though, maybe, potentially. But, I mean, they're getting to level 1 already. They've already done 1 lap there. So, I think they could get level 2 in time. And then we'll swap over to quali trim and the soft tire, of course. Right, they're going to get level 2. They're halfway through that lap, so decent timing there. Bring them both in. We've got 8 minutes left of the session, so I've got to send them straight out there on a quali trim and the super soft tires. In terms of the setup, it's okay for Sebastian, 92%. Just could be overall better everywhere. Don't really know where to go. I'm going to say higher downforce, just because that's really maybe the only way we can go with this in terms of speed balance as well. Handling-wise, going to go towards oversteer, just because I have a feeling about that, but that might be a wrong feeling. I've had many feelings before that are wrong in this game. And then Verstappen is kind of the same, but a little bit worse, actually, on the speed balance. They're going to increase the downforce a little bit. Speed balance will go that way towards acceleration, and then handling towards oversteer. Bring this down back a little bit. That little tweak, hopefully, is the way to go. I don't know, but that's a lot more towards low downforce, so I have a hunch that maybe actually we should have gone low downforce, but I've already committed, so we'll just go for it. Right, level 2 acquired on the qualifying trim and super soft tyres, decent, so great timing there. Practice session's going to be over, and so we got all the knowledge booked in terms of setup work. A little bit of tweaking needed there then for both these guys. Looks like lower downforce is the way, but speed balance went the correct way, so that's at least one thing I know. So I think we should be able to correct that quite easily in Q1 there. Alright, here we go. Right now, it's all dry. Apparently there's going to be heavy rain in this qualifying session. And there is going to be at the end of this session. So interesting. Right, we'll take in soft tire quali. Soft tire quali. I will do a quick lap with them. And get that in before the rain comes, but I want to tweak this as well. So we're going to go back to where we were here, then going to move the handling to where we were with the oversteer, bring this back down, because that was better. That was great, wasn't it? That was, well, to be fair, they're both great, actually. So maybe somewhere in the middle is going to be actually the where we want to be, and then I need to get this handling on point here. This way, yep, okay, that's fine. That might be the excellent, and then speed balance was, downforce was lower. We're going a little bit lower there, so let's try that on for size. That might be the one, you know, that might be the one. So let's try that out. Go on the soft tire, use the middle compound, and then Verstappen will go back to here, because we went the complete wrong way with you, so we'll go down here for downforce. Speed balance was great, that was good. So, going to bring this back down about there. Let's see if that works out. And then handling was better where we were. So, I'm going to stick with that then. Let's send them out on that tyre. Go, go, go before the rain comes. And we can quickly set this setup as well. Right, it's a 1:18.3 for Vettel, and it's Verstappen way off the pace there, 7/10 off there. Don't know what's going on with him this qualifying session. Hopefully he picks it up in Q2 and Q3, maybe when the rain comes down. But in terms of setups now, 99% for Sebastian Vettel, 96, decent. Could be a little bit better, but I don't really know where to tweak it, to be honest. Maybe a little bit lower, even lower on the downforce, maybe. That little tweak there might be the way to go. And then on the handling front, just bring it back there. I'm going to quickly do a banker lap. May as well just quickly check this setup here for Verstappen, because obviously Vettel's 99%. So the least I could do is try and get 98 for Verstappen potentially on that setup there. Let's see how this goes out. Or I'll just bring him in. Don't need to actually do it. Set a lap here. Just bring him in on a banker lap on the in and out and in lap, and let's see how that is now. 95. Not any better, so we'll use that setup then from Q2. So unfortunately, I can't really be bothered to tweak it anymore because I think I'll just mess it up instead. So let's just move on to Q2. Right, going to send them both out. It's dry right now, so we have a chance to qualify on the super soft. So as per usual, never having a chance to try this alternative strategy in a race here. We'll just go out on the super soft tires, get the job done, get into Q3. I think I might have just sent Verstappen out on that worst setup there, so I'll have to remember to change that back out to the 96 one rather than 95, but let's see what Vettel can do as well on that 99% setup. Obviously the first time now of seeing what the pace is going to be like on the same set of tyres as the Mercedes car, so hopefully our car is looking good once again as we go across the line. 18.1 Verstappen, that's an 18.1, Vettel 900ths off there, so now Verstappen has pulled up his socks finally, but both of them looking very quick indeed. 9/10 ahead, almost a second ahead of Fernando Alonso in the Red Bull. That's really good, but Ricciardo is setting a purple, Hamilton 2 greens, but Ricciardo's getting mega quick there. Hamilton is up into P3, 1.6 off, but Ricciardo looks like the one who's actually looking faster of the two now these days. Across the line, and Ricciardo bags the fastest time of the session. Okay, fair enough. That's actually quite good news for, obviously, us with Vettel. Obviously, we can try and challenge for the win, and Ricciardo's the one up there for Merc rather than Hamilton there. Hamilton hasn't looked himself really in the last 2 episodes for sure in terms of raw speed, so that's good news for us there. But the rain comes down, but we're through into Q3. Let's see. I highly doubt there'll be rain for Q3. Just knowing the game, obviously, it's ending off with heavy rain. It'll be bone dry at the start of Q3. You watch. And, oh, what do you know? Yeah, it is dry. For a second there was some graphical glitch that made it look like it was raining for a second there. But no, it is bone dry then. We'll send them out on the super soft tyres. Vettel goes out first. We'll wait a little bit. Send out Verstappen now and see this first run. Hopefully it's a decent first lap. But then obviously I think they'll be a little bit quicker on the second one there. Right, let's see how this goes then. Vettel with 2... Oh, what the... Okay, for a second there, I thought Vettel crashed in quali because I actually clicked pause instead of play. I was meaning to click play, but I misclicked there. That was a heart attack and a half. Right, Vettel with a 17.7. That is 1.1 faster than Alonso. 9/10 faster than Verstappen. Okay, Bottas with the purple though, so that can't be a massively quick time then for Vettel, because Ricciardo's gone faster as well. I guess because the track grip, the track grip is so low, so I guess everyone is setting faster and faster time, so it makes sense there. Hamilton splits us then. He's 600ths off Vettel, very close there. Bottas up into P4 there. Ricciardo now 7,000ths slower than Vettel, so Vettel, by the skin of his teeth, literally, is on provisional pole position right now, but second run to go. Track grip is going up and up and up. I'm going to send out Verstappen first here, because obviously I think Vettel provisional pole. I think we should send him out last, trying to seal that pole hopefully, but we'll send out Verstappen. Actually, wait a little bit. Let's send him out now on a set of supers there. And then Vettel will wait, and send him out now, I think. That's a decent amount of clean air. I think he's going to come out in. Yes, it is. Decent amount of clean air there for Sebastian Vettel. And Verstappen, he's got 1 Red Bull ahead of him, but hopefully he can pass him on the lap. Let's see how this goes then as we go through the final minute of this session. Then it's a white first sector Verstappen, so I've lost interest there. He's unfortunately probably not going to improve too much. Hamilton goes purple first sector. That's important for us. We need to get purple first sector here with Vettel. It's only green, and Verstappen's not getting any faster. It's 2 whites across the line, and he does not... Well, he improves a little bit in the last sector, but not by much. Alonso now has got provisional pole position there. Hamilton's crossed the line. He's not got it. He's in P4. Ricciardo's P3. Vettel's 2 greens. Can he get at least P2 maybe on the grid? Let's see. Across the line, and it is P2, but Fernando Alonso on pole position in the Red Bull. Fair enough. Comes out of nowhere there after I said Red Bull were looking slow in practice. But Vettel gets on the front row ahead of both Mercs. That's good at least. And Verstappen P5, I don't know what went on with him there in that second run. Just couldn't pull it together after looking pretty quick in Q2. But it's just the way it goes. But let's go into the race then. We have a good chance maybe getting to the lead, hopefully, and overtaking Alonso at the very start of the race. Right, so it's race time then. We're locked on the super soft tyres. There doesn't appear to be any rain for the race then. So we're going to start on the supers. I'm going to take in the medium tyre knowledge, I think, though, because we're going to need the conservative tyres. Like I said, the tyre heating, the tyre wear is so tricky here at Russia, so we're going to have to watch out for that. In terms of this setup, Verstappen, I think this is maybe the reason why. The entire time I actually forgot to change his setup back to 96, so that might be a reason why he was a little bit slower. So hopefully that little tweak right there might mean he has race pace now going to this Grand Prix. So that's my bad for Verstappen there. I made a mistake there, whereas Vettel was on 3 excellence. We'll go attacking for both. Actually, you know what? I'll go I'll go attacking for both. I'm so indecisive. Look, let's go pushing. Right, we'll go pushing. I'll go attack literally 2 seconds once they've launched. Because I don't want another falling back. Especially with Verstappen, P5, he needs to try and attack the Mercs. And Seb, I hope he just gets Alonso into turn 1 or the first few turns and then just tries to waltz away. We need another decent race because there are some more tough Grand Prix coming up. USA to name one, the finale as well, that I think Merc could be good at, so we need to get a decent haul of points just to try and create a bit of a cushion for us in the championship to work with. But here we go then, to 5 red lights, to the Russian Grand Prix. Vettel on the front row, Verstappen in P5, 5 red lights are out, and we're underway, and it's an okay start there for Sebastian Vettel. It's an okay one for Verstappen. He's up into P5 after initially being overtaken by Ricciardo there, and a Renault. He's still actually side by side with that Renault, and he's up into P3, and he's now around the outside of Sebastian Vettel on that setup tweak. Might just be the one for Verstappen. He's now level pegging with Seb. Hopefully they don't crash. Please don't crash, as they're side by side still. Vettel on the inside there for 2 right-handers, then on the outside for the left-hander. Verstappen's got up into P2. He's now around the outside of Fernando Alonso. Gets squeezed out though, and so those two are still very much close together. It's maybe going to be almost 3 wide there as Verstappen's now down the inside. Come on, can you get Alonso, please? Can you just get him down the inside? There we go. We've got Alonso. Both cars have got Alonso, and we're now a 1-2 for Ferrari, but Verstappen, interestingly, is the one in P1, Vettel in P2, so maybe that tiny little tweak on the setup, 95% to 96, has turned things around for Max Verstappen. I don't know, but let's go neutral now. Let's try and watch these tyres a little bit as Vettel locks up there. As I say that, we'll go on high fuel load as well. Don't want to waste too much fuel. Let's go auto on the ERS and try and pull away Alonso, though, P3. If he can try and hold up Hamilton, that'd be good, but as I say that, he gets overtaken by Hamilton. Bottas and Sainz looking pretty damn good. They're both ahead of Ricciardo there, so the Renault's looking decent these days. So I don't know, maybe next season Renault could be challenging us like almost Alonso kind of has with the Red Bull. He's kind of been there or thereabouts, I guess, a few instances. But Vettel a little bit slow right now at the moment. Is Hamilton pushing? Yes, he is on the fuel at least, so I'm going to actually match him and push him on the fuel just to make sure we can maintain this P2 and close up a little bit to Max Verstappen there. But the tyre wear is going to kick in soon enough. I want to check what the strategy is going to be. So these go 4 more laps. So let's say lap 6 will probably pit. Then we'll have 30 laps left in the Grand Prix. And the tyres go 20 laps. So it will be a 2-stop on, I would say, 2 sets of mediums or 1 set of mediums and another set of super softs in the Grand Prix. I think that might be the best way to go about it. So I think we'll go conservative in the second stint and then aggressive in the third. But Verstappen at the moment setting the purple lap time there, or purple R sector, despite not even being on a higher engine mode there. So for once, Vettel's the one with more fuel saving to do. Usually it's Verstappen I have to do the fuel saving with. And he's actually got better tyre wear as well. So Verstappen out in front doing a mega job here, looking very comfortable in the lead of this Grand Prix, actually way more than Vettel here, who might need to pit sooner than him. Right, yeah, I'm going to push in on this next lap here for Sebastian Vettel on lap number 6 and come in. Verstappen will continue on for a little bit longer, so I'll go conservative here and then go attacking on the next one. Right, pit in, go to mediums for Vettel. Not going to recharge the battery. We'll go for a balanced pit stop there. And actually, I changed my mind. I want to go for a fast pit stop. I want to risk it there. Fast, go in. Right, ERS usage on the back straight here, please. Decent amount of ERS down that straight, and then go on auto. Right, Verstappen, you're going to push in now on this lap. Use some ERS there into turn 1, off turn 1. Hopefully gain a decent amount of time there. How much is he going to gain on that first sector? Gain 1.2 there on that first sector. Decent. Right, Vettel. He is, well, he's P8, P7 now. Hamilton's yet to pit. I will pit now with Verstappen. Medium tyres. No recharged battery. Fast pit stop. Use a bit of ERS down this straight as well. And it's going to be a very decent in-lap there for Verstappen. Right, fuel-wise, need to save fuel now with Vettel and go medium there. Verstappen's in. No mistake on the pit stop. He's going to come out in P2. Hamilton's yet to pit. That's fine by me. I'll go full-out attack still for one more lap with Verstappen and ensure we maintain the P1. And then I'll go low fuel here and we'll go neutral. Right, we come through into P1. Ericsson's breaking down with a mechanical failure. Where is Vettel? Where is Hamilton? Vettel coming down the pit lane and he has got ahead of Hamilton. Good stuff there. Right, both lads saving fuel at this stage of the GP. Going conservative. Let's try and just see this 1-2 right now as Ericsson crashes into the other Ericsson crashes. And Kubica has now crashed. It's crash galore at the Russian Grand Prix. 3 DNFs, 2 DNFs in the span of basically 3 seconds. But all is well in our world. 1-2, bit of a gap to Hamilton. And this safety car is now leaving the pit lane. So that's good news for us. We can really save the tyre wear, really save the fuel. No, we don't need to pit as Nick Cassidy has also crashed. So 4 DNFs in the span of about 2 minutes there. Interesting. But now we can calm things down, save fuel, save tyres, all the usual business. Right, safety car heading to garage. We've got overtake mode for both drivers here on the restart. And hopefully a good push off the line. No overtakes by the Mercedes car, please, as Verstappen maintains P1. Vettel maintains the P2. And we're going to try and build the gap, hopefully, to Hamilton. But Vettel is not dropping Hamilton that much. And to be fair, Verstappen's also quite close to us there with Vettel. So Vettel might be coming back in this Grand Prix a little bit, you know, as he keeps up with Verstappen. We're getting away from Hamilton now. 2 seconds the gap, but we are getting away from the Merc. We'll go medium fuel now to the end of the Grand Prix, I think, or at least until the second pit stop here, because we don't have the fuel to burn there. We'll stay on attacking mode right now, because the tyre temps are actually okay. Oh, Carlos Sainz has crashed in the Renault. It's a big crash here. There's a load of crashes at Russia. Hopefully none of them will involve us later on. Knock on wood. Really hope not. Really hope not. But Verstappen continues on. Yellow flags. Is there going to be a safety car? No safety car. We'll continue on as we are. We'll go conservative a little bit now on these tyres because I need to try and eke them out to about lap 30 at least, I would say. I think. Right, Vettel, I've had to use a bit of a higher engine mode for Vettel because Hamilton was closing up to him. That's closed him up to Verstappen, so I'll use some higher engine mode for him as well, just to keep ahead and keep pace. Because at this stage, Vettel's hitting worn tyres before Verstappen again. So Vettel, I don't know, maybe in the dirty air in second place here, having some poor tyre wear. We're very far away from lap 30, so I think the two-stop's going to have to convert to a two-stop on mediums or maybe soft tyres potentially. We don't have any knowledge on super softs. So, what I'm trying to say is, I think I'm going to pit onto soft tyres because we've got no knowledge for either tyre, super softs or softs. So I may as well pit onto softs because I don't think it warrants mediums. There's not enough laps left to warrant medium tyres, but there's enough to warrant softs. Right, I'm going to pit this lap, I think, or maybe the next one along as Hulkenberg's crash now. Yellow flags. Will there be any sort of safety car? No. We're going to continue pushing with Vettel. He's gained 1 second there. I'll come in actually on this lap then. Soft tyres, 17 laps to go. No, those don't even go long enough. So it might have to be a set of mediums. Okay, we'll just go set of mediums then. Just play it safe, really. Fast pit stop. Don't want to kind of take a gamble or anything like that. I'll just save ERS. There's no need to burn too much. Right, Verstappen, push on, mate. Push on. Right, Verstappen's in for his pit stop. Hopefully no mistake there. Good stuff. Pit crew looking great. And so Verstappen is out in P3. Hamilton and Alonso yet to pit. They stretch their tyres even longer. That's fine by me. I don't want to stretch ours. I just want to push on and basically just push the mediums rather than nursing a set of softs maybe towards the end of the Grand Prix. Let's see. Are they going to pit yet? They're not pitting yet. I think they're definitely going for softs, I think, probably. Or maybe even supers. Right, Hamilton's pit now. We are 1 and 2. Hamilton has gone for the super soft tyres, but we've set the fast lap of the Grand Prix with Sebastian Vettel looking good. We've got a 2-second gap to Hamilton. He is on 2 compound faster tyre, so he's going to be rapid. But I've got to hope the tyre wear is going to pull out for us and we can maintain the pace here. Right, Vettel's being closed up by Hamilton. It's only a matter of time before he goes for the move, really. We're on low fuel right now, trying to save it. I'll go back to medium, though. We're pushing on the tyres. Don't want to overheat them, though. That's the only issue here for me. So I need to keep it kind of level in check. Let's see what Hamilton's doing. Right, he's pushing on the fuel. Oh, he's a bit of ERS. Stop using ERS there. Don't use it there. Right, carry on. Ooh, Hamilton uses a bit of ERS off that last corner. Let's use a little bit off this last bend. Try and push away a little bit. Cat and mouse game this is. Very much cat and mouse game. Let's go overtake mode a little bit there. Maintain that pace. Come on, Vettel. Maintain that pace. Keep going, son. Keep going. Oh, Hamilton's close. This is going to be so tense. This is going to be so tense. I'm having to manage them corner by corner here. Oh, here he goes. Going to have to boost out of that corner and maintain that lead that way. I'm not going to... I might have run out of fuel here at the end with Vettel if I'm trying to push him so hard. Right. Bit of ERS there. Off that corner. Save it now. Keep it going. Keep it going. Turn one. Turn one. Maintain it. Maintain it, mate. Maintain it. Yes. Okay. Save fuel here. Boost. Boost. Good. Just staying ahead. Just staying ahead. Just about staying ahead. One more lap. 31. This is going to go right to the death here. I need to hold out on this tyre wear. His tyres are wearing. He's passed us. He's passed us. He's passed us. But the tyre wear is kicking in. Surely he's got to kick in. And we've saved a decent amount of fuel with Verstappen there so that we can go neutral, neutral. Right, Hamilton comes knocking. Hamilton says fast up the Grand Prix. Maybe. Purple first sector. But his tyre wear has got to come in. Surely, soon enough. What's he on now? He's on 51. We're basically there on tyre wear now. So his tyres will give out. Verstappen will be able to hold that through. It's about Vettel now. If he can push at the end of this Grand Prix to get back to Hamilton. And Hamilton makes a mistake. He locks up there. Right, Verstappen's got fuel now to burn as well. That's good. Right, Verstappen's 2.3 ahead. He's pulled away now. Verstappen's booked in this win then. So Verstappen, this second part of the season, ever since I kind of said, you know, it was his last chance, otherwise I'd replace him by Leclerc, he's actually listened there. He won that Grand Prix, did he not? Then he obviously didn't win the next one, but then he got second place at Italy, which was basically like a win because he got the fast lap of the Grand Prix. Then got the actual win last episode, and he's going to get the win here today, it would seem. 3 seconds ahead of Hamilton now, but it's all about Vettel now. Can he close up to Hamilton these last stages here? Saving ERS for the last few laps here. We're closing up 4/10 there gained. We are closing on Hamilton. 3 laps to go. Fast lap of the GP for Gasly. Maybe, or fastest first sector. Right. Should we start pushing? Oh no, Hamilton's pits! Hamilton's pits! Great stuff. Didn't even have to worry about that. Hamilton is pits. We're up into P2. And so that's booked in. Surely that's us got it in. Right, so to that effect, I'm going to save fuel here onto the last lap of the Grand Prix. I'm going to push Verstappen like a stabbed rat and try and get in the fast lap of the Grand Prix here. Let's go. Pushing, and let's go overtake mode. Use ERS off that corner. Down the main straight, into turn 1. Save it again. Vettel, let's use some ERS for you, mate. Let's go overtake mode for you and push flat out as well. Right, Verstappen. It's a white first sector. Wasn't that great, but purple second sector. That's more like it. Come on. And then Vettel, you can push at the end here as well. Right, overtake mode right at the end. ERS across the line. It will be the fast lap of the Grand Prix for Max Verstappen. Vettel did set a good lap, but it wasn't the purple lap time. I think Verstappen just got that. But it's a 1-2 for Ferrari at Russia. Get in, boys. Great stuff there. What a great strategy. The 2-stop. Hamilton the 3-stop. No match for us. Oh, no. Alonso grabs another fast lap of the Grand Prix at the end. He's done it twice in a row now, Alonso has. Grabbing the fast lap of the Grand Prix, I think. In the last 3 episodes, he's got it twice now. Oh, well. But still, the win, second place. Things are looking up for Ferrari. Finally, finally. And Verstappen's finally performing. He's coming back a little bit at Vettel. He is. He's finally performing at Ferrari. I'm happy to see it. Right, so 10 and 8 points there. Hamilton gets 6. Ricciardo with 4. And Gasly... no, actually, no, that's Alonso. Sorry, for a second, I've read the wrong line there. Alonso gets the fast lap of the Grand Prix, so he gets 4 points there. Right, Verstappen now is 17 points off Hamilton. Vettel, 8 points off Hamilton. So we closed the gap a decent amount there to Hamilton. Constructors now, we're a whopping 14 ahead of Mercedes. That is the cushion I'm talking about there with 4 rounds to go. That is absolutely awesome. So driver form up for both drivers. 1.6 in the bank. Can't complain. First place in the championship by 14 points. Guys, it's been a very, very good episode. If you guys did enjoy it, then be sure to smash the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you are new around here, do subscribe for weekly Formula content. I've been Aarava. Hope you enjoyed today. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.